Welcome back to No Bad Lies. Man, happy to have this guest this week, J.R. Smith, my guy. And it's perfect timing for J.R. Smith. The Knicks, baby. New York Knicks. Back. They're back. They're back in full effect. That's the first time in 25 years in the Eastern Conference Finals for the New York Knicks. Shout out to them and shout out to J.R. Smith, my guest this week. We played out at Tree Farm down outside in South Carolina when we were in Augusta together. Man, we had a great time. We walked around Augusta, and pretty hard to miss J.R. Smith and Andrew Santino walking around Augusta. Pretty easy to see those two tent poles of odd couple. Amazing past weekend we had for the PGA Championship. Shout out Scotty Scheffler doing it big, winning by what some would say was a total landslide. And the chatter continued on at the beginning of the week and through the weekend about mud balls and snakes. That's going to be the name of my next comedy album, Mud Balls and Snakes. Mud balls everywhere, and I'm telling you, we saw the reaction from Shane Lowry on a mud ball, and I get it. I totally get it, man. I've said this for a long time. I preached it. I retweeted Scotty's tweet about it. I do think you shouldn't be punished for hitting it in the middle of the fairway. I know it's a game of tradition. You play it where it lies, but it's different. It's just different. You shouldn't hit it in the dead middle of the fairway and have your ball impacted and be given a bad lie. Tied for second, of course, Bryson had a run. What a run. Man, we thought for a second, didn't we? We all were like, could he? But yet again, Scotty did the thing. And congratulations to the dominance of Scotty. It was a great weekend, really and truly. And shout out to Scotty Scheffler once again. Heavy, heavy dominance per usual out of that guy. But yeah, celebrating the Knicks. My guest, J.R. Smith, my man. Known him for a while. We played a bunch of golf together. He's a phenomenal golfer. Some of you may or may not know he played college golf. Still had some eligibility left. Played a little bit of college golf. And talks about it in this episode. Humbling himself. You know, going and doing the right thing by his teammates. You know, because look, a guy like him, he could have big-timed everybody. But he didn't, because he's a solid cat. And he always has been. And he always will be. That's why I love J.R. Smith. Check it out.
No Bad Lies.
I'm sitting here with my man, J.R. Smith. We played 2 days in a row. First day, not so good. Second day, very good.
Very good.
Very good.
We stopped him.
We stopped them. We played two professional golfers, and we just put in the work. And who was really on point today? We both were. And that's how it goes.
Bro.
Ham and egg and all day.
Oh, my God.
All day. Some of the best things in the world when you ham and egg on a golf course, we put one in the tree or put one off to the right or the left, and just, we had a couple of shots that our competition was very upset about. Really upset.
So what's funny is I didn't realize like how bad they really thought we were.
They thought we were trash.
Like when you stuffed it on one, they were not expecting.
They were very upset.
She was upset.
We played a young Russian lady, Natalia, wonderful, and she was like, "We're gonna have to move the tees. This is not going to work for me." She was mad, dude. She was not. We're gonna have to move up for this. This is no good for you. Okay. So here on No Bad Lies, I'm gonna give you a couple of bad lies to hit out of, and then you got to tell me a time where life gave you a bad lie, put you in a position where you had to, you know, find a way out and recover.
Okay.
You know, but first up, let's get you a normal tee shot out there.
Let's do it.
It's about 3:30.
3:30?
3:45. How far is that?
You run out of room at 270.
You run out of room at 270.
So you like 3 wood?
Smoothie.
Yeah.
The wind's kind of helping a little.
Oh, look at this beautiful young woman over here. You got to get this. She's got a little swing juice
There
for
she
JR.
go. Shout out to my girl Taisha. I appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
You play a natural draw or a fade?
I normally play a fade, but with this wind, I feel like it's going to turn over a little bit.
It's going to flip pretty heavily. So when we met, you were signing up for college golf.
Yeah.
Did you love it or no?
Oh, yeah. It's so much fun.
I
I just can't play well in tournament golf for whatever reason, it feels like.
Because tournament golf is hard golf.
Definitely is.
And that is a beautiful ball. Just out to the right.
A little draw that I was looking for that I didn't.
Little baby draw.
Yep. Thanks, bro.
I'm just doing a little 5 wood.
How far do you normally hit your 5-wood?
Well, 350, 375, give or take.
He's going to see Canseco.
That looked pretty good. We'll take that.
Was pretty.
Pretty.
That's your pretty little draw. You've been
Just a little baby draw on these things. That's probably because I don't shift the hips. That's because I'm sweeping over it. All right. Who do you think is the most underrated NBA player that plays golf, either current or former? And who's the most overrated?
Um.
While you're thinking about it, I'll give you somebody.
Okay.
I'll give you an athlete. I'm asking you for NBA, but I played with Gary Sheffield, and I was
Incredible.
He's the man.
He's
Unbelievable.
incredible.
His ball striking was so good. He moves his body so well. Of course, an athlete like him, but still, you think at a certain age, you're like, does he got it like that?
Right.
He's got it like that.
For sure. For sure. He was out
The chef
driving
was
me.
cooking all day.
Man. So now that you say that, I would say Kyle Korver.
Kyle Korver is that
Bro.
guy.
Oh my God.
Really?
Oh my.
So he's nasty.
Missiles. He's nasty.
Could he put it up against you? Do you think he could beat you?
Yeah, he qualified. I want to say he qualified for the Utah Open.
Kyle Korver did.
Yeah, he's playing with the Jazz.
Shout out Kyle Korver. Had
He's
no idea.
Unreal, man. Great guy too.
Yeah, great dude.
guy.
All right, now who's overrated? Which ex NBA player or current NBA player is they hype them up?
Overrated?
And I'm not taking a shot, but I'm going to do this right now. I love Steph Curry. I love him. He's the man.
Yeah.
He's a great golfer. But the media loves to be like, Steph's probably the best. He's probably the best golfer of any NBA player ever. I mean, they hype him up so much.
Man.
And I love him.
They definitely hype him up. I mean, it's a tough competition between him and Ray.
Yeah, Ray's real good.
Yeah. But honestly, who's the best golfer? Gerald Henderson.
Who?
Gerald Henderson.
Gerald Henderson.
Went to Duke, played for Charlotte Hornets.
Really?
Yeah. Well, he played for the Bobcats when they were the Bobcats. But yeah.
Shout out the Bobcats.
Dude is incredible.
Gerald Henderson.
He's incredible.
How young is this man now? How old is he?
I'm 39, so
He's
Gerald's
close to our
got to
age.
be 36.
Okay. I think of all the athletes I've seen, NBA players to me are the sneakiest good golf. NBA players and hockey players.
Hockey players are
Sneaky.
incredible.
Sneaky good. I mean, they have that slap shot. It's natural, but some guys just overswing because the mechanics are just a little bit different. But NBA and hockey, I would say, are the two guys I played with, athletes from those leagues that are shockingly good at golf, where it's secondhand.
Yeah, I mean, a
Couple of baseball guys.
couple of basic pitchers.
Yeah, pitchers.
Pitchers are incredible. Like some of
Pitchers.
the guys who can really
Like I want to see
hit and
Shohei
move it.
Ohtani.
Man,
I bet you he's nasty.
I bet he's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm sure he plays, but I bet he's incredible. But like Schmaltz and Glavin and those dudes, like the older crew. But then you also got who's really good, surprisingly, who surprised the hell out of me, and I don't know why. He's talented at every other sport, but Mookie Betts, bro.
Oh yeah. He's
It's
so good.
incredible.
Mookie was at the driving range after the Dodgers last year won when they won the National League, and to go to the World Series. He was on the driving range, and people were shocked and talking about it like it was a big deal. And I thought, you got to take your mind off. You're going to the World Series. Like, what are you going to do? Sit at home? People are like, I can't believe he's out there hitting balls. It's like, that's got to be the most relaxing thing he could do.
Right.
Otherwise, you're
100%.
sitting at home and you're thinking a lot. You're going, he's already got a workout in. What do you want to do? Sit at the house? He's not going to the bar. You're not going to catch Mookie Betts at Buffalo Wild Wings. You know what I mean?
No.
Where do you think he belongs, man? Like, that's what I think. They think athletes are not people at some point. And you're like, dude, he wants to chill like you want to chill. If you had a stressful thing coming up, you'd go, let me go take my mind off of it for a minute.
100%.
Just for a minute.
What do you think he joined for?
I know. Why do you think he's playing golf, man?
What do you
Yeah. What do you think he was just like? That's what I know. I want that notch on my belt.
Right.
No.
Like, I just need that.
When you were playing, what did you do to take your mind off of a big game? Like you got 2 chips on you, 2 chips. What did you do to take your mind off of that?
I play golf.
You play golf. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Little something, something.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Need that.
So tell me, you had a phenomenal career in basketball and in golf now. Tell me a little time where life kind of dealt you a bad lie and you had to get out of it.
Man, which time?
Well, give it to me.
I think the hardest lie I've had in my career was losing my best friend in a car accident.
Oof.
As early in my career, just I came into a lot really fast when I was 17, 18.
Yeah.
And I didn't always, I'm not gonna say always, but at a certain point in time in my life, I just felt like I was owed something.
Right.
And life really shook me up and showed me like what I really was. And being able to persevere and come back from that, for me, has probably been the hardest thing. Because you live with grief every day. You know?
Right. Right.
So I think that's been the hardest.
Yeah. But you bounced back. I mean, you went on to still have a wonderful storied career. And even though like when we lose people, it is hard.
Yeah.
But to stay focused through all that is really, really tough.
Yeah.
But you did it. So tell me, college golf, you're saying you never played good in tournaments. Did it get in
No.
your head?
You know what? I'll start off playing well, and then I'll have a hole. Like we all have bad holes, even when we're playing with our boys.
Of course.
You'll have a double or triple here or there, or whatever.
Right.
But trying to rebound from that and not let my whole round like really spoil. Cause the other day I start off on the back tee or on the back nine of just college tournament. I bogey the first hole, birdie the second hole, birdie the third hole, par the fourth hole. Then I make it 8.
An 8.
An 8.
That snowman hurts.
So, oh man.
And you don't like the winter,
You
buddy.
put 2 in the water and it's just like, oh boy, here we go. Then you go out there and bogey the next hole. Then you par. And then I get to the back and on 11th hole, I make an 11. I'm like, bro,
no bueno.
And I got 17, 18-year-old kids pounding it past me, hitting it close, shooting 67, 68 in their sleep. And I'm 40 years old over here drowning over 85.
Right. Were they warm though? Were they welcoming when you joined? Like,
Oh yeah.
was it open arms? It wasn't like Jordan on the Barons. It wasn't like
No.
at first a little hiccup and people were like, "What is he doing in our space?" You slowly made your way into it.
Yeah, I slowly made my way into it, but a lot of the guys from the team and even the girls team are very like receptive of me. They're very like humbled and appreciated that I would even do such a thing. But not only on top of that, they look at me as like a golfer.
Right.
So I really like that because everybody that I've, met or see naturally looks at me as a basketball player. But
Right.
when they see me as just a regular golfer trying to break par, I
Right.
love it.
That's the great equalizer because golf doesn't care how tall you are, how strong you are, how big you are.
No.
I mean, it is the greatest equalizer in sports. It doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah. It doesn't care how good of a person you are either.
No, and
You
you're a
can be
very good person.
You can be a great guy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like the two of us, and you can still
Does
get a
not
bad
matter.
lie.
So you had a great ball out here. I'm going to put you down in this terrible lie over here
Okay.
because I can't, this isn't going to do it for me. This is a perfect little drive, but sometimes you hit a little bit too far. Did you ever do anything for the team? Like, you hear these guys, they buy the team something. Like, did you buy your squad anything? Because you financially were by far the most successful dude playing college golf.
Yeah, it was kind of hard pulling up to practice in the Bentley and guys looking at me like I was crazy.
Pulling up in a Bentley is no fun.
No,
Not for them.
No.
Not they're getting rides on the bus.
Exactly.
Right? These kids are hitting the bus.
Yeah.
And you're pulling up in a Bentley. Did you
For
ever think
sure.
about switching out cars and being like, I can't pull up in a Bentley to a
I
college?
literally switched out cars because of that.
You did?
Yeah, I went to, what's funny? I went from a Bentley Flying Spur to a BMW Mini Cooper.
A BMW Mini Cooper.
Yeah, I wanted to be like one
You
of those
fit
college
in a Mini?
kids. Yeah.
No, bro.
Oh yeah.
You do?
Me.
Your legs just at your
literally,
chest?
Just me, my golf clubs, and one suitcase. That's the only thing. That's all I could fit.
That's all you could fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that humbled you out real quick. All right, here's a bad lie. How far do we have?
We'll hit this about 85, 90 yards.
85, 90
85,
yards.
90.
And you're going right over that center?
See that tallest tree?
Yeah.
That's your line.
Normally I would never have to do this, but
Have you seen the flag at all?
no.
All right. Well, it's at that tree.
At
probably
the
even
straight
just-
of it.
Well, this is why it's a bad lie. You're not going to be able to see
like
the flag because this is right up against this. So you see that tallest tree, that's where you're going. 90 yards.
90.
So this is two for people that don't know golf, this is two sides of a bad lie. It's on a downhill slope and you have fescue in front of you and a blind shot. So this may still seem for people at home a little easy. This is not an easy shot.
No, it is
on a
not.
downhill, it's not. Let's see you do it. All right, watch your legs there. Oh my God. If that's perfect, I'm going to be so annoyed. I was waiting for cheers from the
I,
green.
I see a clap or
Well,
nothing.
yeah, nothing. No
The
respect.
gallery. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Really
I appreciate it.
Thanks for the love. There we go.
Hey, man, baseball season is here. I love baseball so very much. And my wife now loves it because there's a pitch clock. She says it's better when it's faster. I agree. But the big issue is, finding a good seat. I don't have season tickets. I have season tickets to Chicago Cubbies, but I live in Los Angeles. I don't have season tickets out here. So how do I get out and see a game? I got to tell you, SeatGeek has got me covered. Over 28 million downloads. SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. They got you covered. 70,000. They got 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek. That's so many. What are you into? They got it. Okay, I promise. If they're selling a ticket to it, they got it. They got your back. Each ticket, by the way, is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So you look for the green dots. Green means good, okay? Red means no bueno. All right, plus every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And I'm telling you, thanks to SeatGeek, I want to give a shout out to them. Thanks to SeatGeek, they hooked us up with some seats. Now it's MLB season, so they gave me a little love. Had a wonderful time, and it was green. It was all good. It was good to go. And I'm excited to see more concerts this year thanks to SeatGeek. They're going to throw us out to see a couple of shows here in the Summertime Series. Hopefully you'll catch me at the Hollywood Bowl poking my stupid orange head around, listening to some good tunes, maybe some jazz in the summertime. And I came through for you guys, my fans. You can use the code NOBADLIES10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with promo code NOBADLIES10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you to SeatGeek. Again, 10% off any tickets, any of them, no matter what you're going to see with promo code NOBADLIES10.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny today. This is what I want to say about this. Whenever you're playing somebody, no matter the denomination of money, I don't care if it's a little or a lot. I don't really play for a lot. I'm not a big fan of playing for a lot of money. I just don't. It's just, what is it worth? It's like, I don't want to, because also then people get mad if it's too much money. You know what I mean? And they
100%.
lose, and then you feel, but, my thing is keeping the right attitude the whole time. Even when I lose, it is what it is. You lose. But we were getting in their heads a little bit. And I got to be honest, the best thing about playing with an athlete to me is hearing you chirp the way I know you know how to chirp when you probably did when you played ball. You know what I mean?
Man.
It's the same mentality. When I hear you doing that, I'm like, I guarantee you he was doing that on the court. It's the exact same rhythm of slowly. I mean, you were slowly poking him. I mean, it's almost like letting the air out of something. Just a little, just over and over. Little tiny chips. He would say stuff like, man, you're going to keep letting your girlfriend beat you on these holes, huh? That's crazy.
That's nuts.
And just throw it away like that. You did that to him, and I could feel him. He was like, what did he say to me? What? He was about to go Kremlin on you, dude.
Man, she didn't like that. What was it? We were on 4. And I was like, damn, you're down 2 to your boyfriend.
2 to your boyfriend? How's that feel? I go, that's got to shake up the relationship. That's not going to be good tonight in bed.
Literally 2 holes later, it's like, it doesn't break that way. After he told
Right?
me
They were reading each other's putts. It doesn't break that way. It was wild. But I'm telling you, keeping the good attitude no matter what. That's, I think, a lesson that I learned today. That I know, but I just relearned it again of like, you got to keep a good attitude. When we were down, you got to stay up. You got to stay up mentally because it's going to get you. It's going to eat you alive. And then otherwise you slide off of this cliff of just endless. There's no coming back from it. But we kept a good attitude, drank a couple Gatorades in a can. Shout out to Tree Farm. Still coming with Gatorade in a can. Was one of the greatest things on a golf course I think I've ever. Like Gatorade in a can, if you're old enough to remember, that was the best. When it went to plastic bottle, not my favorite. When it was in a glass bottle, it was great too.
Yeah.
But also Gatorade in a can, there's something about that crisp crack of a lemon lime Gatorade.
For sure. But you know what? To me too, like, and this is go back to like back in the day, like playing football and like basketball, when they used to make it with the powder coming out of the little Gatorade thing.
Love, dude.
It was amazing.
And it looked like a Gatorade cooler. It looked like,
Oh,
it was so cool.
Bro, that was amazing.
That little spin top.
100%. I'm not a big fan of the plastic bottles either.
No, I don't like it. It tastes weird.
Yeah.
It tastes off.
It's not right.
Take me back real quick to your childhood. The first time, did you play golf at all as a kid, or are you an adult golfer?
I'm an adult golfer.
Did you never even think about it as a kid? It was not even like.
It was around, my brother played, and my dad and my uncles and my grandfather played. But I was already so involved in basketball and football, and it wasn't like time for me to play that, like golf. And baseball too. I stopped playing baseball my freshman year because I started playing AAU basketball, and it was just like I really don't have time for anything else.
Right. So you couldn't fall in love with it yet.
No.
She was out there. You just didn't meet her yet.
Exactly.
She was there.
I met her when I was, 24?
And then the world changed.
It was over.
Right.
I had my first daughter, and I fell in love with golf, and it was a wrap.
And I hope the level of importance stays that way. My daughter and then golf.
Yeah.
What's the next move for you in life? Now that basketball is in the rearview mirror and golf has taken the forefront, we've played a lot of golf together. And I know that it's definitely like your love.
Yeah.
You also, you're a family man. You got a new little one. You showed me photos
buddy.
last night. So now what's like the move in life going forward? You're still a young man,
Still young. Fortunately, I've met some brilliant people and some great people, so got some investment plans. But for me, honestly, what my passion is helping people get into the game of golf.
Yeah, that's good.
I love it. It's such a great game, and I think a lot of people could benefit just from the nuances of the game. For one, being outside. Everybody's inside way too much.
Everybody's
You're
inside.
off your phone. Nobody's on their gadgets and technology. You're present.
Right.
Like there's so many different things that we don't really. We take for granted because, we think it's corny.
Right. But it's not corny. I will say I like to be inside just because of my skin. I don't have a choice, dude. I haven't seen you put on sunscreen once. I'm a little bit concerned.
No. I'm not worried about skin cancer.
No, you shouldn't be. You're good. The tattoos will cover it up anyway.
Right.
So that was a perfect shot. Honestly, so beautiful. But just like everything, the recovery is all mental.
Yeah.
Right. Just like in life, you lose your friend. And I think a big piece of that is like, how do you get over those moments of losing somebody and keep your life together, because it affects everybody so differently. But that's what golf is so relative to life to me. It's you can be given a bad situation in life, and like in golf, you just have to clear your brain, move on to the next thing too. Still, show love to the past, but move forward,
100%.
And that's what we're doing here. And you're about to make this putt, but unfortunately, I'm not going to give you this putt. This is a little too easy because I know you can make this. So I'm going to give you something a little bit tougher.
I like it.
Over here. So
Ooh.
you see that little bit of that break. So
honest.
a lot of times there's sprinkler head rules on this course. There's not. So I think you're gonna have to putt off of that sprinkler head. You're not allowed to move it, and it's a downhill, steep slope.
Ooh.
What are we thinking? How do we get out of this? This does happen.
Hit down on it. You like at this brown spot and let it wrap around. It looks like it comes hard this way.
Turn, yeah. I think it's a little less.
Should I make it a little bit easier for you and just put it behind? Because you're gonna have to hit down. I don't want you to scratch the putter. Let's put it behind there.
Then at that point, I'm gonna use a wedge.
I think it's pretty close to just inside the top of the shot.
Okay.
Just inside the top of the shot. Okay, I
Let's
like
see you
that.
do this. Oh, and you got to hit down and let it jump out of there. Oh, Jay. Now, what's going through your mind right now?
Make solid contact.
Solid contact. Stay down. And you took that putter out just for me today, the big orange.
The big orange, baby. Go Florida.
Oh my God, it worked. If that goes in. Go in. No, man, that was so perfect. Oh my God. I wanted that to drop. Let's tap that in.
All about the bounce backs.
Little shoe wedge.
Yes, sir.
Once again, bounce back after that. An easy par.
Easy par.
Flip a shoe wedge in there. Little shoe wedge. Little this. Bah. Okay,
Size
great.
15s over here.
There you go. 15s. We can't swap shoes anytime soon. I appreciate you being on No Bad Lies. We'll finish up and take it to the studio in a little bit. Check it out.
Yes, sir.
And you got a new baby, so it's like all these things now to balance that as a dad and play golf and keep up with business. You're still killing it. You're doing a great job.
Appreciate
It was a pleasure today to play some golf with you, as usual. It's not our first time, and it won't be our last time.
No, hell no.
And I appreciate you playing out of some bad lies. It was a great fun day, and I hope we do it again very soon.
Can't wait, man.
Right.
Whenever you need me, I'm here.
My man, I'm blowing up your phone when I come down south.
For sure.
That's it for No Bad Lies and J.R. Smith. We're out.
No Bad Lies.